Could a cell phone case kill you? The worst cell phone case design in history is causing phones to increase radiation exposure. Only con artists would dare to sell a case that increases radiation, yet advertise this harmful design as one that protects you from radiation. Stay tuned to learn more about this killer case and the offenders who are selling it. The FCC and FTC have both posted warnings about this type of case design because they're aware of the danger from the increased radiation exposure that it presents. The danger comes from an ignorant, boneheaded design that sandwiches the phone between a layer of radiation shielding material on the front side and a large metal plate surrounded by magnets on the back side. This metal plate, along with the magnets, interferes with the phone's antenna, causing it to increase its signal strength, resulting in a subsequent increase in the amount of radiation it produces, exactly as the FCC and FTC have warned us about. Don't be conned into purchasing a poorly designed and dangerous excuse for a radiation protective case. Buyer beware. There are companies out there who are putting countless lives in danger, all in the name of greed and profiteering. Two of the worst offenders are DefenderShield and Safesleeve. Both have the audacity and unmitigated gall to sell a case they claim to reduce radiation exposure, when in fact it absolutely does just the opposite by interfering with the phone's antenna. The FTC knows it, the FCC knows it, and these two companies are just flaunting their blatant disregard for public health in the face of regulatory agencies. Let me show you why this case design is so dangerous. Take a look at Safesleeve's case in detail so that you can see just how dangerous and poorly designed it really is.
So we're going to rip this thing open. This is the anatomy of a cell phone radiation scam. All right, here we go. Starting to make some progress. Starting to make progress here. Holy moly, look at the size of that thing. Okay, so not only do you have multiple magnets surrounding the exterior of it, but you've got a huge plate of metal. I mean, are you seeing this on the back of the phone case, okay? This huge piece of metal is going to interfere with the antennas. This is what the FTC calls a scam, okay?
Now, here's another showing an equally dangerous case offered by DefenderShield.
All right, so here we've got the DefenderShield. This is another big offender shield, okay? This thing is actually, let's go ahead and take it and show you. This has got a large plate of metal in the back here. As you can see, non-magnetic. This here is completely magnetic in the entire back of it. Basically, the entire back of this case. So is what we end up with is a piece of metal, the magnets in the back. Okay, so this is a large piece of conducting material right here, conducting material that's actually going to impede the signal strength going out the back of the phone. And then to boot, to make everything worse, actually putting radiation shielding material in the front of the case, so it's sandwiching the case in between conductive material on both sides. So this is going to basically trick the phone into thinking that it's really far from a tower, and the only outcome is the phone is going to compensate by increasing the output of the radiation and the power. So this anti-radiation design case is absolutely despicable. I can't tell you, there's really not a better word for it, because this is deceiving the public into thinking that they're getting something that is protecting them, but in reality you're sandwiching your phone between two pieces of conductive material, which is horrible. Anyway, think about this long and hard before you buy a DefenderShield.
These two examples are nothing less than an outright dangerous design that should not be allowed to exist by the Federal Trade Commission. We must all demand that the FTC do their job by keeping the public safe from dangerous scams like this by forcing this case design to be removed from the market, as these cases are a clear and present danger to everyone. And I'm not just speaking of anti-radiation cases with this design. as there are also regular phone cases that utilize the same design. I have posted a video pointing out why the FCC needs to use the EWG guidelines to have all cell phone cases and accessories tested the same as cell phones in order to ensure that if they do interfere with the cell phone's antenna, they will not exceed federal regulatory safety standards, which is the specific absorption rate, or SAR, of 1.6 watts per kilogram. Speaking of the FTC, they were the ones who warned us about this type of dangerous case design. They know that it is dangerous, and they still allow it to exist. Hey, FTC, anybody home? Did Trump fire you guys? If not, maybe he should for neglecting legislative duties that protect the American people. It's the FTC that's responsible for keeping the American public safe from deceptive business practices. If you own one of these cases, get rid of it now. I cannot overstate how much danger that you're putting yourself in when a phone's radiation exposure levels exceed the government safety standards. Many phones are barely under this limit to begin with. You're in far more danger using this style case than if you simply use no case at all. If you know someone who has one, tell them to do the same. The FTC hasn't taken action, so we'll have to help each other. Be sure to tell a friend how badly designed cell phone cases can increase health risks. Here at RF Safe, we know the science of how cell phone radiation works and understand perfectly the very best ways to mitigate your exposure to cell phone radiation. We offer the most intelligently designed and effective cases in the world, and RF Safe will be the first to tell you that a case is not going to protect you by itself. It takes a system of safe cell phone usage to do so, and we've been promoting this system for over 2 decades. RF Safe is much more than a company. It's a mission. I have worked in several Fortune 500 companies, and none of them have had such a desire to get every fact right every time. RF Safe's extensive knowledge as true innovators, combined with their sincere commitment to keeping cell phone users safe, is why I really do enjoy bringing this information to you. Knowledge is power. The founder of RF Safe makes sure that the facts are always right and the truth prevails. We wouldn't have it any other way. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and check back soon. Thank you very much for watching.